Welcome to Mike Kooly Radio. Let's get it, because we gonna get it in. What's good, everybody? Hope everybody's having a blessed day. And like I always say, what do I say? I always say, stay sucker free. Stay sucker free from these haters, because the haters is gonna hate, and that should motivate. That's right. That should motivate you to do even more and do better and better and better things. Because that means that you're doing something right if you get a lot of haters, all right? That's what I'm saying. Now, download My Kooly Radio. That's right. You can download My Kooly Radio right now. Please do on Podbean and other places. Please download My Kooly Radio. Also, follow My Kooly Radio on all digital platforms from iHeartRadio, Apple Podcast, and Podbean. So many different platforms. Just push that search button, put my name in, and I should pop up. Also, follow Mike Kooly. Yep, follow me, Mike Kooly, on social media, all right? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, follow Mike Kooly. Just type my name in, and I will pop up, all right? Please push that notification, so every time I pop up with something new, you will get the news, all right? You will get the news, and hopefully you're excited about the things that I talk about, all right? Now, today, I want to talk about something very, very important. This is going to be Mike Kooly Stories. Can we do that again, guys? The Mike Kooly Stories. Let's do Mike Kooly Stories, shall we? Mike Kooly Stories. Let me give you a story today, all right? What can I give you today that will interest you? All right, let me give you one of Mike Kooly stories. Here we are. Here's one of my stories, okay? One day I get a phone call from a friend. And this friend says to me, hey man, it's one of my homeboys. And he says, hello? Hey man, hey Mike, what you doing, man? What's going on, man? I need to talk to you. What's going on, man? What's going on? Well, man, I have an issue, man. My girl, she's tripping, man. She kicking me out the house. Why she kicking you out the house? Why is she kicking you out the house? Well, man, it's a long story, man. I'm going to call one of the boys up, man, see if I can stay at their pad for the night. But I need to holler. We need to have this discussion. All right, man, we'll link up. We'll see what's going on, man. Let's link up. All right. So guess what happened? We sit down. We got all the boys sitting around. You know how guys have they talk, right? So we all sitting down, and we sitting there, and we listening to what he has to say, okay? We listen to what he has to say. And he sits back, and he tells the story. And I'm going to give you guys the story. He's at home. And he's chilling with his chick. Alright. And he's sitting there and he's sleeping. Well, no, he's not asleep. He's up a little bit. She's sleeping. And when she is sleeping, he decides that, you know what? I want to go get a Blackie Mal to smoke. I'm going to go to the store down the street. Okay? So what does he do? He takes the keys while she's sleeping. He gets in the car and he goes up the street. And he goes to go get a Blackie Mal. Alright? He's gone for more than 10 to 15 plus minutes. His girl wakes up and see that he wasn't there. She end up calling him to find out where the hell he at. He never answers the phone. This is what he's saying. This is what he's telling us. He never answered the phone because he left the phone in the car while he went into the store to grab something. He gets back in the car and see that he had all these missed calls. When he got on the phone back with her, she said, you getting your stuff and you're getting out of my house. All right? I don't want you here. You get your stuff and get out. And he said, damn, what did I do? And she felt that he was wrong for not letting her know where he was going. Now, let me explain. And he's confused. So I want to explain, what did he do wrong? What went wrong here in this story? I'm going to tell you what went wrong. The first thing, fellas, we all understand that if your girl's sleeping, is sleeping. Some women don't want to be interrupted. And I get it. Some women get cranky when you wake them up asking them silly questions because they're in the middle of their sleep. But I'd rather, if it was me, I'd rather ask, hey, listen, can I take the car key? Because it's not my car, right? I would have said, babe, can I take the key so I can go get me a black man? I'm just going up the street. You know what I mean? At least letting her be aware that I'm taking the car. Okay, so at least she knows. Okay? Or it was only 5 minutes down the street, the store, which I didn't mention that. Yes, the store that he went to was only 5 minutes away. Walking. Remember that. Walking. Something fishy going on here, right? So you're telling me 5 minutes walking. You just couldn't go take a walk. You had to take the car. And you caused yourself a problem. And why would she complain about this? Why would she complain about him driving her car around late at night? Well, fellas, we all know common sense that a lot of men take their girls' cars when they're not paying attention or when their girls are at work. And guys like to go and pick up chicks in the car. So she probably was thinking that he went to some chick house or something. This is what I'm thinking. You get what I'm saying? We have to use common sense. And so, yeah, she was going to frown up because there's so much of that going on where guys are just sneaking out, taking the car. I've seen some women do it too. And drive off to go to another dude. So people are very, very cautious about their cars, right? So, what do you think? Am I right about this? Think about it. Let's really, really, really think about it. We have to know the person that we're dating. You have to study that person to understand what makes them upset, what doesn't make them upset, what makes them happy, what doesn't make them happy. And you have to learn how to find ways to jiggle this. You have to find ways to go to your significant other and be able to communicate. Now, another problem is that fellas, I just don't know what's going on, why fellas are not having their own place, why a lot of men are starting to live under the women's roof. I don't understand that. Without you guys coming together and getting your own place, they're going to keep kicking you out, fellas. A lot of these women going to keep kicking you out. It's not your place. She's going to get mad. She's going to kick you out. You better put yourself on that lease and stop playing. And I'm being real about that. Put yourself on that lease and get something with her and y'all build together. So when y'all have an issue, you can go sleep on the couch. She can't kick you out. But as long as her name is on the lease and your name ain't on there, you can pay small bills and she's the breadwinner, you're going to have a hard time. It's hard for a woman to respect a man that she makes more money than. That's just the way it works. So you got to be making something to stay up at her level, or you in some trouble. So all I'm saying with this whole situation, with this story, is that learn how to communicate with your woman. Learn how to come back and say, apologize if something is wrong. And I get it. Maybe not a big deal to other people that he takes the car and drive down the street to go get him a blackie man. Maybe it's not a big deal to him, or maybe it's not a big deal to other people, but it was a big deal to her. And maybe she's going through issues that she has insecurity issues about certain things that she probably went through also in relationships, because I don't know the woman. But she probably been through some issues too, that she has trust issues. Why she wondered where the hell you going with her car. She might have been in a relationship before where something happened with her car by another individual, So you get what I'm saying? So when people go through things, it always comes back to what happened in their past. Your past could come back, it can hunt you if you don't know how to move on from your past and you're staying in your past. Make sense? I hope it makes sense. Alright? So that's my story, alright? That's my story. You know what I mean? The lesson of the day, fellas, is talk to your woman before you start taking the car, alright? Maybe you want to ask first. And I go for women too. Before you're taking your man's car, you might want to let him know that you're going to go take the car before you just drive off with that individual car and they don't know where you at in their car. You got to remember, you might not be on the insurance, none of that. You get into a car accident, anything, they're reliable because it's their car. So at the end of the day, especially if you're not on the insurance, they're going to, so it's very, very important just to let a person know and let them be aware because it's their car, it's not yours. And I know if you probably had a car, you would want somebody to let you know that they're going to take the car. All right? You know what I mean? It's called empathy. You know what I mean? We have to be able to be in each other's shoes and feel each other's feelings if we was in their position. We have to show some empathy. This is my Kooly Radio. Let's get it, because we gonna get it in. I'm out.